TV soap news and spoilers say that in the sultry, scandal-soaked world of Beyond the Gates, the fictional coastal town of Crescent Hollow thrives on secrets, betrayals, and the electric pulse of forbidden desires. Amid the opulent estates and whispered conspiracies, a new storyline is poised to set hearts racing and tongues wagging: the simmering tension between Bill Hamilton, a charismatic but bedridden patriarch, and Dr. Madison Montgomery, the brilliant and breathtaking neurologist tasked with his care. As sparks fly in the sterile confines of Garland Hospital, the question looms: will Bill's flirtations with Madison ignite a passionate affair, betraying his young wife, Haley, and fracturing his family? This tantalizing narrative promises to shake the foundations of Beyond the Gates, weaving a tale of temptation, redemption, and the consequences of crossing lines that should never be crossed. Let's dive into this dramatic saga, expanding its contours with vivid detail and heart-pounding stakes, to explore whether this forbidden romance will unfold in the hallowed halls of Crescent Hollow. Bill Hamilton is no stranger to controversy. A titan of Crescent Hollow's real estate empire, his charm and ambition have built a legacy that towers over the town. But a devastating stroke has left him bedridden, his once powerful frame confined to a hospital bed at Garland Hospital. Despite his physical limitations, Bill's mind remains razor-sharp, his wit undimmed, and his roguish charm as potent as ever. Even from his hospital bed, he commands attention, his piercing blue eyes and sly grin capable of disarming anyone in his orbit. It's this charisma that first drew Haley, a vibrant young woman half his age, into his life, a relationship that raised eyebrows and broke hearts, particularly that of Danny, his former partner and the mother of his daughter, Chelsea. Dr. Madison Montgomery, affectionately dubbed Dr. Hottie by the hospital staff, is a force of nature in her own right. As the head of Garland Hospital's cutting-edge neurology program, she's a beacon of intellect and compassion, her beauty matched only by her dedication to her patients. With her cascade of chestnut hair, warm hazel eyes, and a presence that radiates both confidence and empathy, Madison is the kind of woman who turns heads without trying. Her reputation as a medical prodigy precedes her. She's pioneered treatments that have saved countless lives, and her current mission is to guide Bill toward a full recovery. But beneath her professional veneer lies a woman grappling with her own vulnerabilities, a heart that's been guarded since a past betrayal left her wary of love. Chelsea Hamilton, Bill's spirited 22-year-old daughter, is caught in the crossfire of this brewing drama. Fiercely loyal to her father, she's been his rock during his recovery, spending hours by his bedside, regaling him with stories to lift his spirits. But Chelsea is no fool. She's noticed the way her father's eyes light up when Madison enters the room, the way his flirtations grow bolder with each visit. As a young woman navigating her own romantic entanglements, Chelsea is both intrigued and unsettled by the chemistry between her father and his doctor. Her loyalty to Haley, her stepmother and friend, complicates matters further, setting the stage for a conflict that could tear the Hamilton family apart. The seeds of this potential romance are sown in the quiet moments of Bill's treatment. Madison, alongside her dedicated team, including Shanice, a compassionate RN and physical therapist, works tirelessly to restore Bill's strength. Their sessions are a blend of rigorous therapy and light-hearted banter, designed to keep Bill's spirits high. Shanice's warm encouragement and Madison's precise expertise create a supportive environment, but it's Madison's presence that truly captivates Bill. He notices the way her hands steady his trembling arms, the way her laughter fills the room when he cracks a joke, the way her eyes linger on his just a moment too long. Bill, ever the charmer, doesn't hesitate to test the waters. "You know, Doc," he says with a mischievous grin during one session, "if I'd known neurologists were this gorgeous, I'd have gotten sick years ago." Madison laughs it off, her professionalism a shield, but there's a flush to her cheeks that betrays her composure. Chelsea, perched on a chair nearby, catches the exchange and feels a pang of unease. She's seen her father's charm in action before. After all, it won over Haley, a woman closer to Chelsea's age than Bill's. The memory of her father's betrayal of Danny, her mother, lingers like a ghost, and Chelsea fears history may be repeating itself. As the weeks pass, the time Madison and Bill spend together deepens their connection. Therapy sessions stretch into late evenings, with Madison lingering to discuss Bill's progress or share a quiet moment over coffee in the hospital cafeteria. Bill opens up about his life. The pressures of his empire, the regrets of his past, the love he still holds for his family despite his mistakes. Madison, in turn, finds herself sharing glimpses of her own story, the sacrifices she's made for her career, the loneliness that haunts her despite her success. These conversations, intimate and unguarded, blur the lines between doctor and patient, kindling a spark that neither can ignore. The possibility of a romance between Bill and Madison is fraught with peril, threatening to upend the delicate balance of the Hamilton family and beyond. Haley, who traded her carefree youth to marry Bill, is already insecure about their age difference and the whispers that follow her in Crescent Hollow's elite circles. She's fought to carve out a place in the Hamilton dynasty, enduring the judgment of those who see her as a gold digger. The idea that Bill, still recovering and vulnerable, could be drawn to Madison, a woman whose intellect and beauty rival her own, would be a crushing blow. Haley's reaction would likely be a mix of heartbreak and fury, potentially driving her to drastic measures to protect her marriage, from confronting Madison to rallying allies like Agnes, Bill's formidable mother, to intervene. Chelsea, caught between her love for her father and her loyalty to Haley, would face an impossible choice. She admires Madison, even idolizes her as a role model, but the thought of her father betraying Haley with his doctor stirs memories of the pain he caused Danny. Chelsea's relationship with her mother is already strained, Danny never fully recovered from Bill's abandonment, and Chelsea has carried the weight of that betrayal. If Bill pursues Madison, Chelsea might confront him, her anger fueled by a sense of déjà vu. Alternatively, she could turn to Danny for guidance, rekindling their bond but also unearthing old wounds that could further fracture the family. The ripple effects would extend to Garland Hospital, where Madison's professional reputation hangs in the balance. A romantic entanglement with a patient, even one as charming as Bill, would violate ethical boundaries and invite scrutiny from her colleagues. Marcus Hayes, the neurosurgeon with whom Madison shares a complicated history, might seize the opportunity to undermine her, leveraging the scandal to advance his own agenda. Shanice, who's grown close to both Madison and Bill, would be torn between her loyalty to her boss and her duty to report any impropriety. The hospital, a microcosm of Crescent Hollow's power struggles, would become a battleground, with Madison's career, and her heart, at stake. To fully appreciate the drama of this potential romance, we must delve into the psyche of its key players. Bill Hamilton is a man accustomed to getting what he wants, his life a testament to ambition and audacity. His marriage to Haley was a rebellion against the constraints of his first marriage to Danny, a chance to reclaim his youth and defy expectations. But his stroke has forced him to confront his mortality, stirring a restlessness that Madison's presence only amplifies. She represents not just a romantic possibility but a chance to rewrite his story, to prove he's still the man who can conquer any challenge, even if it means risking everything. Madison, for her part, is a woman of contradictions. Her professional life is defined by control and precision, but her personal life is a tapestry of unhealed wounds. A past relationship, perhaps with Marcus, ended in betrayal, leaving her wary of vulnerability. Yet Bill's charm and vulnerability chip away at her defenses, tempting her to cross a line she's sworn never to breach. Madison's struggle is not just about resisting temptation but about reconciling her identity as a healer with her desires as a woman. If she gives in to her feelings, she risks not only her career but the trust of those who depend on her, Chelsea, Shanice, and the countless patients who see her as a beacon of hope. Chelsea's perspective adds another layer of complexity. As a young woman coming into her own, she's navigating the pressures of her father's legacy while forging her own path. Her admiration for Madison is tinged with envy. She sees in the doctor the confidence and independence she aspires to. But the possibility of Madison becoming her father's lover threatens to upend her world, forcing her to confront questions of loyalty, love, and forgiveness. Chelsea's journey could be a powerful arc, one that sees her grappling with her family's past while carving out her own future. Imagine the scene, a quiet evening in Bill's hospital room, the hum of medical equipment a soft backdrop to a charged moment. Madison is reviewing Bill's latest test results, her voice steady as she reports his remarkable progress. A full recovery is within reach. Bill, emboldened by her optimism, reaches for her hand, his touch lingering longer than necessary. "You've given me more than my health back, Madison," he says, his voice low and earnest. "You've given me a reason to fight." Madison freezes, her heart pounding, torn between duty and desire. The air crackles with tension as their eyes lock, the unspoken question hanging between them: will they cross the line? At that moment, the door swings open, and Haley steps in, her eyes narrowing as she takes in the scene. The envelope in her hand, perhaps medical records or a letter from Bill's lawyer, drops to the floor, forgotten in the face of this betrayal. "What's going on here?" she demands, her voice trembling with a mix of hurt and rage. Chelsea, who's been lingering in the hallway, overhears and rushes in, her face a mask of disbelief. The confrontation that follows would be a masterclass in Beyond the Gates drama, with accusations flying, secrets spilling, and the truth about Bill and Madison's feelings laid bare. If Bill and Madison give in to their attraction, the fallout would be seismic. Haley might walk out, vowing to take half of Bill's fortune with her. Chelsea could turn her back on her father, seeking solace with Danny or even aligning with Leslie, who's always eager to exploit the Hamiltons' weaknesses. Madison's career would hang in the balance, her reputation tarnished by whispers of impropriety. Yet the romance could also offer a chance for redemption. Perhaps Bill, faced with the wreckage of his choices, recommits to Haley, proving his love through action rather than words. Or maybe Madison, recognizing the cost of her feelings, steps back, choosing her integrity over her heart. This storyline would be a game-changer for Beyond the Gates, blending the show's signature melodrama with a nuanced exploration of love, loyalty, and the boundaries of desire. It would deepen Bill's character, revealing the complexities of a man who's both a victim of his circumstances and the architect of his own chaos. Madison's arc would resonate with viewers, particularly women, who face the tension between professional ambition and personal longing. Chelsea's journey would add a generational perspective, highlighting the ripple effects of parental choices on the next generation. The hospital setting, often a backdrop in Beyond the Gates, would take center stage, its sterile halls a stark contrast to the messy emotions unfolding within. The involvement of secondary characters like Shanice and Marcus would weave this storyline into the broader tapestry of Crescent Hollow, connecting it to other plots, perhaps Nicole's confrontation with Ted or Eva's search for her true parentage. Leslie, ever the opportunist, might even exploit the scandal to further her own agenda, turning the Hamiltons' turmoil into a weapon in her quest for power. As Beyond the Gates fans, we're left to ponder the possibilities. Could Bill and Madison's flirtation remain a fleeting spark, a moment of weakness that never ignites? Or will it blaze into a full-blown affair, reshaping the Hamilton family and the town? Some fans speculate that Madison's past with Marcus could complicate things. Perhaps he's jealous of her connection with Bill, or maybe he holds a secret that could derail her career. Others wonder if Haley, underestimated by those around her, might fight back with a scheme of her own, proving she's more than a trophy wife. There's also the question of Bill's recovery. His team's optimism suggests he'll regain his strength, but what if his feelings for Madison are tied to his vulnerability? A fully recovered Bill might see her differently, or he might double down on his pursuit, determined to seize this second chance at love. And what of Chelsea? Will she side with Haley, her stepmother, or stand by her father, even if it means condoning his betrayal? The potential romance between Bill and Madison is a storyline brimming with drama, heart, and moral ambiguity, a perfect fit for Beyond the Gates. It challenges us to question where loyalty lies, how far temptation can push us, and whether redemption is possible in the face of betrayal. As Bill flirts with danger, Madison wrestles with her principles, and Chelsea navigates the fallout, the Hamilton family stands at a crossroads, their choices poised to reshape Crescent Hollow. What do you think, Beyond the Gates faithful? Will Bill betray Haley for the alluring Dr. Madison, or will he pull back from the brink? Can Madison resist the pull of her heart, or will she risk everything for a chance at love? Share your theories, dissect the clues, and join the conversation as we await the next twist in this electrifying saga. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.